Let me make sure he's
Move over a little bit there. We got sticker granddaughter and sticker teenager here. How's it going out there? Got some shout outs. It started off by a little monologue. We were on Rachel Ghost, me and Mikey Arugula last Wednesday. There's been about 450 views on that. It was a great hour and 10-minute live stream Zoom interview. I showed a lot of stuff. We took turns, me and Mikey Arugula. He usually outshined me. He's got one of the biggest Beatles collection anywhere. Dave Frazier, my local guy, bought my Beatles in Italy BC 13. He's gonna pick it up tomorrow. All the albums in it are factory sealed. Mid-80s Beatles BC 13 from Italy. The Hard Day's Night has a different type of cover, and the Help has a different type of cover. Shout out to Amy at the South Louisville Antique Toy Mall. We did a short video of me showing my booths out there, and if you get a chance and you're in Louisville, check out the South Louisville Antique Toy Mall. It's a pretty amazing place. A lot of collectibles. Perry Cox, the next shout out. Perry Cox sold my Lee Allen near mint 7-inch 1964 Beatles interview record for a world record price at the beginning of the week, $1,691. I had one of those before that was in the mailer, and Perry sold that for me for $1,500, so the price has gone up a little bit. This didn't have the mailer though, from Detroit, where he was a radio DJ that played the Beatles for a whole hour on a Saturday night, and he had so much telephone calls he had to go down to Miami in February of 1964 to see what was going on. And when the Beatles were taking a week break in Miami, the only interview they gave was to Lee Allen, and that's what's on that interview record. Joe Hilton, he sold me some more Beatles memorabilia. Got a couple of signed autographs from Neil Aspinall when he was at the Apple headquarters there in London from the late 1960s. Patricia, a little Beatles corner. Check out her YouTube channel. She's a first generation Beatles fan like me. And I guess she was at the fest for Beatle fans in Chicago, but I didn't get introduced to her. Stephen Rock, I bought a peeled butcher cover, or halfway peeled butcher cover from him. I finished it up last night. It was real tough to do because they had done a lot of damage to it, but I restored it as best I could. A stereo, but he's sending me, I'm getting it tomorrow, I think, 30-pound box of nothing but 1964 Beatles memorabilia. So there's a scrapbook with picture sleeves in there and backing cards for like the Beatles pin and Beatles headbands. And there's a banner for the Remco dolls. Give me that NEMS book there.
This thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, loose in the scrapbook is a gold banner poster that Jeff Osberger is one of the few people in the world to have one, but I got one coming tomorrow, and it looks like, I can find it right there, that gold 7 by 17 inch gold banner. It says, "We have the official Beatle dolls by Remco." And if you notice, their instruments are white instead of the black as they ended up. So those were prototypes. This is the book by Terry Crane. on Beatles memorabilia. And Joe Mayo did an interview with Mikey Arugula and Terry Crane also last Wednesday. That's pretty good. You need to check it out. Can you put that back down there for me, please?
Can I say some comments?
Yes.
Joseph Mantino said, hello, Sticker family. That was an incredible Rachel's Ghost show on Wednesday.
Thanks, Joseph.
Jack Thomas said, hello there. Seems like whenever I watch one of these, I buy something from it.
Jack Thomas, yeah, you bought something last week. What'd you buy? You bought something during the middle of the stream or right after it?
Richard Sipinski said, hi, Sticker family.
How you doing, Richard?
He said, hi, Sticker family. I'm ready for a barn burner.
Barn burner. Let's have a barn burner. Hey,
Jack.
Sticker Kid. You got a joke? You want to tell a joke?
Is it 8:15?
All right, we'll wait 5 more minutes.
And then Jack Thomas said, no, Lee Allen. He's still around from Mike Jackson.
He knows Lee Allen?
Yeah.
He's still alive?
And then Dustin Campbell said, I'm ready to hear the joke.
All right, they want your joke.
Oh,
All right, it's sticker time. Sticker Kid time.
How can you
Project.
Why are you staring at me?
Okay, go, you do it.
What?
You got to do it where they can hear
You're scaring me.
it. No, I'm not scared. You're on. It's sticker time. Tell me your joke.
Okay.
How?
How can you tell how old your grandma is?
How can you tell how old your grandma is?
She rode a dinosaur.
At the driver's she took a driver's test on a dinosaur. That's the punchline.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for reminding them that you told me to do it.
All right.
Paul George said, hi, Sticker family. Uncle Paul from New Jersey is here.
Uncle Paul's in the house.
Joseph Mantino said, that's a really cool looking banner. Can't wait to see it when you get it.
Yep, we will be showing that, make a short video of it tomorrow of all the amazing memorabilia. It's going to be in that 30-pound box. I can't wait.
And I got a question.
I got my shirt on. Stand up and show me your Sticker Kid shirt. So I got my Mr. Stickermania shirt on. That's Sticker Kid. And turn around and show the back. Can you see him?
Yep.
All right.
What's your good deeds for the week?
A lady had a insurance card to pay for a $17 meal, and we aren't able to take those insurance credit cards, so far. And so I paid for it, and she's going to pay me back on Tuesday, and she appreciated it because that was her meal that night.
She's not paying back.
And the what?
Nothing.
Oh. All right, a couple other shout-outs. I think that's all the shout-outs. What do you guys think about the Oasis tour that went on sale in England today? So the tickets, I guess, went for $200 to $300 a piece. I'm sure they sold all those 15 shows out probably right away. But I paid a lot more to see. We're gonna see Chappell Roan in Franklin, Tennessee, October 1st. I had to get them all secondhand after the market prices right up front, and they cost a lot more than $200 a piece.
It was just $100 a piece.
No, we're not even gonna say how expensive they were. All right, let's show some stuff. And then we'll talk about, there was a big item I went off on eBay tonight, 2 big items, and I want them both. I got a Led Zeppelin 2 specialty press with a RLSS on both sides in excellent, hardly played condition, and the gatefold cover was in the shrink with the title hype sticker on the back. Trivia question. How much do you think it cost me to win that auction tonight? See if anybody comes up with a figure.
How much did it cost you to win auction tonight?
So
$1,500.
That's what they're guessing, or you're guessing?
I'm guessing.
All right. Is that higher than 1,500 or lower?
I don't know.
And then Justin Mateo said, "LOL, good joke. It will be good. It will be a good tour, and wondering if they have Paul appear with them at any spots."
Will Paul show up with Oasis?
That's what he's asking.
Yeah, it's possible. Paul likes Noel a lot, so it could happen. Noel Gallagher and Liam Gallagher. I like the first two Oasis albums a lot. If they come to America, I'll do my best to go see them. And one of my top 25 songs of all time, rock songs, is Don't Look Back in Anger. What a great song. All right. So the Led Zeppelin 2, didn't get any guesses. It was higher than $1,500. It cost me $2,000. No, it cost me, that isn't right. Led Zeppelin.
1.5K.
I wanted for $1,555. She was about right on.
I was.
And I also won a Beatles 1987 HMV complete CD hologram box set today. And it cost me $275, and all the CDs haven't been played, and they're AAD, which means analog, digital. The best pressings of the CDs that you can get. Most of them are made in West Germany, the very first ones. All right, we need to show some things, then we're going to talk about that photo album. Let's show some Butcher since I already talked about it.
Butcher covers.
This is the one I peeled earlier in the week on Monday. It came out an excellent peel with just a few minor touch-ups there on the top edge. It's a East Coast number 3 Scratton. And the removed trunk slick is not here. Must have that in the other room. Let's see if I can find it.
Oh, man.
I'm the star of the show now.
You'll hear the star of the show. That's a removed trunk slick. Only a little tear on the top. Here, you want to hold on to this. Well, you don't have a glove on. Never mind.
No, my hands are gloves.
So there's the one I did Monday night.
Are you going back out there?
No.
I was about to say, I'll take it out there for you.
This is the second state I just put up tonight. It is a East Coast Scranton, second state mono. It's up for sale on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store, and this is one of those where it's pasted on a little crooked and you can see the Butcher cover peeking through on the edge. So Joe Mayo, I'm selling one that I haven't peeled. I know you don't think I should be peeling Butcher covers, but I've peeled so many and it's in my fingers, and I always will as long as I can. Remember, when we get 100, or I think we need 98 more subscribers, we're going to give away your choice of a East Coast stereo or this is a West Coast mono and an East Coast stereo with 3 tough trivia questions when I get 98 more subscribers. So tell your friends, get your relatives. We need 98 more subscribers to get to 2,000.
What if I follow you on 98 accounts?
I don't know. I don't think you get away with that. All right. Let's talk about Rolling Stones a little bit since I showed that in my short today. First one is Sticky Fingers. We have a 1974 Sticky Fingers from the United States. I got this from Ken Silo down in Florida. It's in the shrink most of the way, and it's got a hype sticker affixed to the back for the titles. Then we got a 1979, I haven't played it yet, from Germany. pressing of Sticky Fingers with a different type of zipper. It's a A1, B1 in the matrix, near mint condition. I'm hoping they cut it from the same as a TML Doug Sachs cut, because that's the best pressing in the world of Sticky Fingers. Then we have two 1978 factory sealed Some Girls. Notice how the color schemes are in a different order. It's got the recalled cover with the Lucille Ball, Farrah Fawcett, all the women that threw a fit, or their estates did, as the Rolling Stones didn't get permission to put them on the cover. And we got a factory seal 1980 Tattoo You that has the rare hype sticker for both hit songs, Waiting on a Friend and Start Me Up. The Rolling Stones like to start their shows with the song Start Me Up. Well, that's our Rolling Stones. Couple minutes. Any questions on the Rolling Stones? Got a couple picture sleeves of the Rolling Stones. You've seen the Time Is on My Side from 1964. It's got the promo record of Time Is on My Side, the orange promo label. And I got a Tell Me, the first picture sleeve made in North America for the Rolling Stones, or in the United States, of Tell Me. And it says on the bottom there, the Rolling Stones, start a Rolling Stones fan club. It's in real nice shape. I got the stock copy of Tell Me, and I got the promo record of Tell Me You're Coming Back. That was the original title. Tell Me You're Coming Back. It's on both labels that way.
Was that to their ex-girlfriend?
They what?
Did they make that about an ex?
Tell Me You're Coming Back, probably. All right. I guess all my Rolling Stones to show today. Talked about the Led Zeppelin I bought. Beatles.
Beatles.
Now I know what Rachel's ghost was asking me during the interview with Mike Arugula. She says, I was introducing the Beatles. Paul's arm is different. His hand doesn't show on some of them, and some of them they do. Well, that's because on the stereo, they had to move the cover down to make room for the stereophonic banner. And on this one, on the mono, you can see where you got Paul's hand on the bottom, but not on the stereo. This is the original stereo I showed in Rachel Ghost's interview. Stereo Add Back. The first album introducing the Beatles that was ever issued in America on January 10th, 1964. Before Meet the Beatles came out. So they didn't know what they were going to put that title back on there, so they just took one of these and they pasted that on the back cover. This has no seam splits. That glossy cover is in excellent condition. And it's got the stereo at the 12 o'clock position on the record. And it has a 6/28 1963 and the dead wax, which means the lacquers were made 6 months before the Beatles came to America. If you're interested in this album, there's only 20 nice ones left in the world. $4,000. Give me an offer. Send me a message through my STICKERMANIA.
Do you ever do deals?
Mr. _ STICKERMANIA at yahoo.com. The what?
Take a drink, 'cause I didn't see you had a water. You need
I
some.
just got a call.
Oh, you got it, Cole.
All right, let's put introducing the Beatles away. This is a mono in the shrink version 2s when they were factory, when they were, the stores were putting shrink on them. It's got Please Please Me, the titles, and Ask Me Why on the back. All right, let's put the introducing the Beatles away.
Is that Chappell?
The Beatles record player I didn't bring today. I got a couple people interested in it. You know, the price is $7,500, and 2 people are interested. They just got to, haven't paid me yet. We'll see which one buys it first.
Can I get it for $10?
Yeah. Any questions?
That was my question.
All right.
Well,
All right.
someone said something.
Beatles. Some new arrivals of Beatles.
Someone just
I'll
said
do
something.
that comment.
John Hood said, "What's up, sticker dudes?"
How you doing, John?
David Rod said, "Your items are so expensive than average." Sorry.
Well, that's because I have the best condition in the world. I sold a Beatles lunchbox and thermos for $3,200. I sold Beatle headphones for $4,500. If you have the best condition in the world, those are the things that are going up the most in value. This is a 1966, or probably a 67, first issue, 7.5 inches per second of the Beatles Revolver by Capitol Records. You know that Revolver had different tracks than the UK and different mixes on 3 or 4 of the songs. It's got that gold sticker on there. It says full range biosonic process. No seam splits on the edges. How you doing, sticker kid? You want to say something? Tell everybody hi? What are you supposed to say in the middle of the stream?
That's not what you're supposed to say.
Give me your like and subscribe speech.
I can't believe you didn't do it.
Well, I was waiting. All right.
Joseph asked if that's a UK or US revolver.
That is a USA revolver, reel to reel.
Danny Goldstein said US.
UK's were in real, they were only 5 inch, they were in a smaller box, the UK's.
Y'all vote if we should make the room pink.
Yeah, right. We're not painting it. Stop.
This article was in the Louisville newspaper a couple weeks ago. Debbie at the store handed it to me, and it says the Beatles went viral before anybody went viral. They went viral in 1964 as soon as they were on Ed Sullivan, and I did see it when I was 10 years old.
10 years of age.
Other notes, some purchases that are coming in. I told you about the big collection tomorrow. I want to look 1967 banner poster, the black and white that's in the original shipping tube. Bought that today. Yesterday I got a Look magazine from 1968 with picture of, stand up, John Lennon on the cover, just like Sticker Granddaughter's wearing. That's one of the most valuable.
You can't see it. You have to go stand over there because you're kind of cut out.
That's what it looks like on the cover of the Look magazine. The Abaddon poster or photo of John Lennon's Psychedelic.
There you go.
I got a West Coast mono butcher cover coming in excellent condition where you can see the butcher cover on the edge, the bottom edge, and the side, the spine edge. Got another of John Hood. I hope you like your Magical Mystery Tour 1977 German pressing. I have another one of those coming in. And Perry Cox had a poster go off yesterday. Real rare 1967 Apple Club poster by the British Council of Dentistry. And I won it in an auction for $750. Badfinger, there was a acetate that went off. of the Straight Up album. Give me that CD of the Straight Up.
What do you mean?
Straight up.
It's right there. Straight Up, that CD.
I don't see it.
So an acetate with the original mix or the original recording by Jeff Emmerich was the producer. There was an acetate that went off on eBay 2 days ago. I won for $300, and it has different takes of all the Straight Up tracks that got rejected by Apple Records. Then they went back into the studios with Todd Rundgren and George Harrison and re-recorded the tracks again, and became the best Badfinger album there ever was, Straight Up. Day After Day and Baby Blue are on here. All right, Satisfaction. I have another picture sleeve coming from 1965. And I have a BC13 UK 1978 box set coming that has a real large poster. It's in the Italy box too. All right, Sticker Kid, help me with this.
Okay.
Hold on, you gotta be careful. All right, hold on, that is there. The different type of poster that were in the original BC13.
Take it down. You can only see the top, bottom too.
Ow.
Original
No.
BC13
Bring
box
it down.
sets.
Down. There you go, right there.
So that's in the BC13 UK box set that I got coming in. And it'll say, there's USA said capital on them, and the UK, they didn't have anything on the bottom. Oh, I got another Beatlemania, November 1963. First press from Canada coming in with the loud cut. They always sell real quick. And those are most of my purchases coming here shortly. Let's talk about the photo album. I need that Lynyrd Skynyrd photo album real quick.
Mentino, read Mentino real quick.
I need that in the album.
Yeah.
That album.
I know. Justin Antino said, "Great poster. What box set is that from the White? What box set is that for the White Album?"
That is not the White Album poster. Those were the unique posters, large posters from the White Album photos they put together on a poster that were only in the 1978 first box sets from the USA and United Kingdom. All right, we got this photo album that we're selling on consignment for a lady here in town. And the lady and Kevin from Kevin Records. I need an offer of close to $2,000 to get this photo album book. This is the first time they recorded the Street Survivors. These are original photos taken in Miami or in Florida, Miami Criteria Studios. The first time they tried to record the Street Survivors, but it didn't end up on the actual album because they re-recorded the tracks again 5 months later. But you got the Ronnie Van Zant, Steve Gaines, and Cassie Gaines. His older sister was a background vocalist that all died in that plane crash on October 20th, 1977. You got the original producer. You got Gary Rossington, you got Dickie Betts. The original producer was called Tom Dowd. He's the one that produced the first time they recorded Street Survivors. These are all original photos, Kodak photos that were taken in the studio. You got I'm just learning all the names. I told you there was Dickie Betts and Ronnie Van Zant together. And then you have their Alan Razorleg Collins. He was a guitarist that joined Lynyrd Skynyrd. but he survived the plane crash. And then you got some photos of his brother, Donnie Van Zant, at 38 Special in concert. So it's a really unique photo album book with about 10, 12 pages of one-of-a-kind photos. And this is that cover that was changed shortly after it was released because the plane crash happened 3 days after the album was released. All right, that's my Lynyrd Skynyrd moment. You want to put that away. Lynyrd Skynyrd, they call it the greatest southern rock band of all time. All right, back to show and tell. You want to hand me that Old Cabbage album right there? The psychedelic one? So when Sgt. Pepper was released, that's my Sgt. Pepper poster that has Elvis over there on the side. Chad and Jeremy tried to do their own psychedelic album. And I found this with Kevin at Kevin Records. It's called Of Cabbages and Kings, Chad Stewart and Jeremy Clyde. Everybody was trying to get on the Sgt. Pepper wagon, including the Rolling Stones with Satanic Majestic's Request.
So Caesar said, hello everybody. Joseph Mantino said, great band, such a shame what happened to them. Talking about Lynyrd.
Lynyrd Skynyrd?
Yeah. And then Jack Thomas told David Roth, his items aren't for casual fans. He sells highly sought after conditioned items.
Yes. We noticed the back of my shirt. We strive to sell the best Beatles,
Rolling Stones,
Led Zeppelin, and Rolling Stones that exist. Found this the other day. I saw my rubber sole with the hype sticker from Michelle. It said the original version. This is the first time the Michelle was released on Capitol Records by David and Jonathan. And then the Beatles rubber sole, Michelle on it came out. But you know, I'm definitely like Paul's version better. All right,
Mr. Make Believe says the prices are fair. These are legit items which have real value.
Yes. Somebody, Stan the Beatle Man, about 8 years ago, put out a Beatles guide, maybe 10 years ago, and he stated the best Beatles condition items in the world, the albums and the singles and picture sleeves, would go up in value, and then the very good condition would level off, and he was correct. There's another Badfinger album I've showed before. It's a sealed Magic Christian Music, and it's signed by Joey Malone. Band on the Run in the shrink with the hype sticker for Paul McCartney and Wings there, that blue one. That's up on my STICKERMANIA 2853 store. Another takeoff of Sgt. Pepper. It's called Lyndon Johnson's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It's a comedy album. All right, we got a Hey Jude to show. A UK import from 1970. We gotta have a Chappell Roan minute. I got the Beatles Anthology.
Mr. STICKERMANIA?
Yes.
He's going to answer my question.
What's your
He
question?
wants sticker time.
All right, sticker time. Let's do it. Everybody's waiting. Is that it?
I want a rematch.
Oh, you want a rematch?
Because apparently, no one.
All right, we're gonna do a rematch here.
Yeah.
All right, ready? Go. Oh, you're getting stronger, buddy.
You're not trying.
Oh, yeah, but it's hurting my arm.
You can't hurt him.
Ah! You're getting stronger every week.
No.
Yeah,
no,
we're done.
No.
We're done.
No, not yet. You got your hat
All right,
again.
got it. All right, we got this UK import. I just got in of Hey Jude. This was sold at military bases for $2 or $2.50. It's got a glossy, slick, and Andrew from Polygram Auction says it's the best pressing of Hey Jude that exists because they used the master tapes at Abbey Road to recut the album. A lot better than the USA. And it's got paperback writer on the A side. Is 3 different words. It says paperback writer.
So Daniel Castillo said, well, you set a high price, but they are negotiable.
Yeah, they're negotiable.
Some things.
Yeah, I had the lunchbox at $4,000 and I took $3,200. I had the headphones at $4,900 and I took the best offer of $4,500. The record player's fixed price at $7,500. There aren't too many fully functional ones left in the world. It's been restored and plays with no hum.
Danny Goldstein said Stan had the best U.S. Beatles collection in the world. It was magnificent.
Stan the Beetle Man. I learned a lot from his price guide he put out.
And then John Hood said, as a buyer from Frank, I will attest to the quality and condition of all the sales.
Thanks a lot, John Hood. All right. Sticker
Being
granddaughter.
said, super strong.
Sticker granddaughter's not here. We're going to do a Rachel or
I
a
just want to drink before we get this.
Chappell Roan. 2 minutes. We got a lot of new rivals at Chappell Roan. I've been selling her stuff left and right. She's got the best. Told John Hood she's got the best banger album to come out, a pop album to come out in the last 20 years. That's the album on pink vinyl, and it's a takeoff. It's a tribute to Ziggy Stardust, the rise and fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders of Mars from David Bowie, 1972. Hers is called The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. She's heavily influenced by David Bowie and Freddie Mercury. She has quite an act. This is the poster I got from Atlanta last year. This was a VIP, and she signed it Chappell right down there on the bottom, and this sold right away for $600, if you can believe that. She is hot. And I sold one of these signed CDs when she was 16 years old, if I can get it out of here. Only 500 of these CDs were ever made. That's her original first and middle name, Kathleen Kaylee Rose. And if you can believe that, I sold this signed, factory sealed CD when she was 16 for $2,200.
Ooh.
Daniel wants to know, does Chappell have a #1 record?
Chappell is #1 in the UK with Good Luck Babe, but she's #6 here in the United States. My favorite songs are Pink Pony. Where's the Pink Pony? Here it is. Pink Pony Club and Naked in Manhattan. Those are my favorite 2 songs. I'm playing them on repeat in my car.
They're all over the radios.
Pink Pony Club and Naked in Manhattan. And this is the single for Good Luck Babe. And the weird thing about it is I bought this CD to play in the car and Good Luck Babe is not on there. Maybe it's going to be on our next album. This is a sealed cassette that hasn't been released in the United States from the United Kingdom of Chappell Roan of her album. And that is my Chappell Roan minute. If you got any comments on Chappell Roan, we are going to go see her October 1st in Franklin, Tennessee. I got 4 tickets right up front, and they cost me an arm and a leg.
Daniel Castillo said America has a hard time recognizing talent.
America has a hard time recognizing talent, like Oasis.
Joseph Mantino said, wow, that's great. I like the way you are packaging the CD. Say thank you.
That's a signed COA from the original promoter 10 years ago of Chappell Roan when she was 16.
Daniel Castillo said,
There are only 20 signed CDs that she signed for the original promoters. All right, go ahead.
Daniel Castillo said UK gives credit where it's due.
UK gives credit. Yeah, they've already said Chappell Roan is one of the biggest artists in the world. They got her at #1, but United States, it's a tougher way to get to #1.
Mr. Make Believe said, just added those 2 songs to my library.
All right, you'll surely like them.
And N. Francis 532 said, I must be getting old, never heard of her.
You will. She's going to be on the video VMAs September 11th, and they'll give her the best spot in the show, and she had to cancel Paris and Amsterdam because she's concentrating on this VMAs coming up on September 11th. She will be a superstar after that performance.
Yep.
All right.
And
Anthology.
Francis 532 said, I pay more for Sticker Kids autograph.
All right. Did you hear that? They want your autograph. They want your autograph.
It means he's hating on Chappell. Daniel Castillo said, there's a reason Buddy Holly and Bob Dylan sold more in the UK. America has bad taste.
They just don't notice the talent as fast or as much.
John Hood said,
But-
you could continue.
Go ahead.
You could continue.
Huh?
You could continue.
She was saying continue what you were saying.
I thought you were done.
What's John Hood say?
John Hood said you are going to have to add her to the back of your t-shirt if you keep hyping her up this hard.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Chappell Mania. Mr. Stickermania presents Chappell Mania. They're already calling that.
Brad Barnell said, did you get tickets to one hand clapping at 10?
I have not got tickets for it, but we got to do that at the beginning of the week before they sell out at Tinseltown. I know you told me September 28th and 29th, I think. How much are tickets, Brad?
How much concerts you going
One
to?
hand clapping. Paul McCartney Wings from 1974. Yeah, what's the question?
Do you have a crush on her?
Crush on her? No. I'm 70 years old. But she's 26. I don't have a crush on her. I'm amazed at her talent.
You said she was hot.
Kevin from Kevin Records says she is not a good singer, and I think she's one of the best singers to come out in pop music in the last 20 years. So I said we agree to disagree.
He only has a crush on his friend in Louisville.
All right, are we done with Chappell Roan questions?
Brad Barnell said around $15, I think.
What's $15?
Tickets
to Tinseltown.
Oh, tickets. All right, we'll get them booked Monday. Thanks a lot, Brad. Before it sells out.
Can I go?
Daniel.
Daniel Casilla said, do you think she's better than Bruno Mars?
Yes, she's better. She's right up there with, I know you're going to say I'm crazy, but she's right up there with Bowie's show, Freddie Mercury's show, Lady Gaga. She's got all those,
I don't know.
all those influences are all there together.
Bruno Mars is fire.
Yeah, Bruno Mars is pretty good.
It's opinions.
It's opinions, yeah.
Christmas time, I'd say that Chappell Roan is going to be ahead of all of them.
Not ahead of me.
Anthology. You seen this sealed Anthology 2 before from the United Kingdom? That's the pressings you want to get. I got this in a collection with that Beatles in Italy BC 13 box set. This is a sealed Anthology book and the Anthology DVD set. You know they're going to probably release this on Blu-ray coming out here at Christmas time. George Harrison box.
Caesar.
Your friend Caesar said better than Bruno. I don't know, man.
All right, well you take it. Caesar, you listened to Naked Manhattan and Pink Pony Club and Good Luck Babe several times over the next couple days, and then you tell me your opinion next Wednesday. Okay, fair enough?
Danny Goldstein said better than Freddie Mercury?
Not saying better, she was influenced. The way Freddie Mercury can control a crowd, and Chappell can do the same thing.
Period. Well, that's it.
Look at her when she does. Watch the video where she had the biggest daytime crowd ever in Chicago about 3 weeks ago. I think it was August 1st or something, and she drew 110,000 people in the afternoon, and she had them all doing the song, the dance, Hot to Go.
Do the 2 comments before he jumps into this.
Mr. Make Believe said Good Luck Babe is indeed a great song.
All right.
Joseph Mantino said the Anthology albums on your eBay store all original when they were first released.
What is?
The Anthology.
The Anthology are originals when they were first released that I have on my eBay store. I have a 1, a 2, and a 3 factory sealed from the United Kingdom.
Caesar says sounds good, I'm going to do that. And Joseph Mantino said Freddie was remarkable, long live Queen. And Danny Goldstein said Franco was at Live Aid show when Queen played. There is no way that she can control the crowd the way that he did that day.
Okay.
I argue.
Yeah, she's right up there. The biggest, whatever you call it, the biggest show person in music to come out in a long, long time.
It's opinions.
All right, we got this concert for George from 2018. They only made 1,000 of these. It's in the original shipping box, and it's factory sealed. It's got Blu-rays, it's got albums, it's got CDs, has everything in here. Even has a note from George's wife, Olivia. In the shipping box. Never been opened. It even has a return address from George Harrison. I know that's not true because George wasn't alive then, but that's what it says on the return address. All right, some Beatles memorabilia. We got this 1964 clutch purse made by Dame. Bill wanted to buy this, but he wanted to know what the flaw was, and I said the flaw was where it was sewed up, that little tear there on the back. This is pretty rare to get. This clutch purse from 1964 with a working zipper.
How much for it?
$222.
I'm too broke.
I showed this on Rachel Ghost's channel. These are somebody that deals in warehouse finds of old bubblegum machine, found a bunch of Beatles. These are original 1964, were put on bubblegum machines. Has the original where you would take that off and become a sticker. Same with this, the Beatles. And I'm buggy about the Beatles. Both the blue and the black. That Mikey Arugolo has one on a bubblegum machine. And 2 other things that were put on bubblegum machines. Once this started selling, I got the first batch. I knew it was the real deal for $79. Buy it now for all these. Somebody offered him $1,000 for all the remaining inventory he had left, and it all sold in 48 hours. A warehouse find of these bubblegum 1964 that were put on stickers that were put on bubblegum machines.
Everyone like, subscribe, and hit the notification link for more content and for a giveaway.
We got a Rolling Stones Mobile Fidelity box set from 1984, I think. It's a cool looking box. I've seen Mike from the In Groove had this. It's only got half the albums in it, opens from the side like that. It's got the Rolling Stones Aftermath, their Satanic Majestics Request, Beggar's Banquet, and Get Your Yayas Out. It's numbered 262. 262.
Get your yayas out.
Get your yayas out. It even has the booklet with the 3D lenticular of Santanic on the cover of the booklet and all the album covers inside. So I'll be selling those, the individual albums that I have, and then I'll sell the empty box after I sell the album. Alright, we got a few more things to show. 8-track tapes. I showed this on Rachel Doe's channel. This is the very first issue of an 8-track tape in the United States in 1965. Sound of Music with the insert. And it's a clamshell. Real strange way they did put an 8-track inside this that didn't last very long. Called a clamshell with a real fragile plastic case. And a Monkey's headquarters that was sealed with this clamshell sold for $1,500 in the last year. That's a lot for an 8-track tape. Got this 1968 first issue of the Beatles White Album on white 8 tracks. Plastic that didn't last very long before they changed them to black. It's got the pink labels on the end. And on tape 1, it says Bungalow Bill on program 2 instead of the continuous story of Bungalow Bill. And John Lennon noticed those mistakes. And he sent a letter to Capitol Records of the United States, says you got to change those mistakes on those titles. Led Zeppelin 2, we talked about me getting a Led Zeppelin 2 album that I paid a lot for today in an auction. I think it was close to $1,700. This is the very first issue of a Led Zeppelin 2 8-track tape on a pink cartridge. Beautiful condition, and it's got the original title sleeve. What do you think of those?
Fire.
Some rare barn burner 8-track tapes. I've already sold, we talked about Good Luck Babe, I've already sold this tumbler to Joan out there. It's a big, she's my age, but she's into Chappell Roan. Good Luck Babe tumbler, pretty cool. I got the little poster up there of it.
Get another one, can I have it?
Alright, did we show everything? We haven't showed these tickets. $19.65. Are you guys gonna arm wrestle?
Just gonna give it
Can
a
I take a second while you guys arm wrestle?
We're doing a high five. I would beat him in arm wrestle.
Dave Clark 5, showed this before. This goes for a lot of money. The only true stereo pressing of all their big hits. The only time that Dave Clark let them mix in true stereo was 1970 from the United Kingdom. It's amazing how the best audiophile pressings usually come from the United Kingdom. This is a $80 Dave Clark 5 album, if you can believe that. Boom, boom, boom. We got a sealed Yoko album, Fly album. It's a 2 LP set. Don't know what year, but Fly by Yoko Ono. I'm sure John Lennon is playing instruments on this album with the Elephants Memory Band. And we got this. Mikey Arugula has the other part of this ticket stub from 1965, the Beatles at the Cow Palace, but it's just a little top that just has a date. You didn't even know it was the Beatles, but this one says everything but the S, E, and S is on this. This is the Usher side of the ticket stub. It's really rare. I had the Usher side of the Shea Stadium 1965 Beatles that I sold a couple weeks ago. This is the original program that it came with. This was 16 days after they played Shea Stadium, 1965, and this one's cool. It's autographed in the middle on George Harrison's photo by his older sister. It says, "Best wishes from Louise Harrison Caldwell." You know that when the Beatles went to America and were on the Ed Sullivan Show, George got sick with the flu, and they couldn't have any nurses wait on him because they thought they'd go crazy being Beatle freaks. So they had his older sister was his nurse while he was trying to recover there for a couple days. And you know that George Harrison, the first time he came to America, before the Beatles came to America, to visit his older sister in Benton, Illinois.
Novus Nick said, "Good evening, Sticker friends."
Novus Nick, how you doing?
Beetle Hair said, "Fly was the companion to John's Imagine album, 1971.
71, thank you. Now I know where it goes to. It's related to Imagine.
Jack Ryan said, what his favorite piece tonight?"
What's your favorite piece?
What's my favorite piece tonight? The stereo add back. I've had 5 of these in my lifetime. It always amazes me every time I have one.
Tell me what you're
Get
doing.
my glove on here. I'm the white glove man.
Me too.
We're like Mickey Mouse.
So this cover slick was made 6 months in June of 1963 in Chicago. They made 6,000 slicks, and very few of them were stereo. And they sat in storage for 6 months because they said the Beatles will never sell in America. And then when they heard I Want to Hold Your Hand was going to come out and meet the Beatles, BJ had a board meeting. They said, "Heck with it, we got to get this album out right away." And they got it out in a matter of days. That is a pretty dang rare Beatles memorabilia album.
Okay.
How you know it's real? It's got it printed in the USA, real small there on the edge.
Daniel Costello said, "Are those stones smiley equated?"
The Rolling Stones, yeah, they are a little bit, but not as bad as the Beatles were.
Caesar said, "Hit that like button." Joseph Mantino said, "Very nice Rolling Stones box." Sound of Music, excellent movie. Those are all great looking 8-track tapes. Daniel Costello says Sound of Music was a huge seller throughout the 60s.
It was the biggest selling soundtrack album of all time. It was on the charts 109 weeks from 1965 to 1967. It was in the top 10 all those 109 weeks. No soundtrack album has ever lasted that long on the charts.
Joseph Mantino said, "The ticket stubs are really incredible. I went to a show where they had a lot of ticket stubs and they look so cool, ticket stubs."
Yep.
And
This is a 1966 KRLA Los Angeles on August 28th, the second to the last concert ever of the Beatles before a performing audience, the night before Candlestick Park in Los Angeles. And after they got done with the show, they tried to get out in their limousine, and there were so many fans on the field, they had to hide in their dressing room for 2 hours at the LA stadium while they got the people out of there before it was safe for them to leave. So by the time they got to Candlestick the next night, the other 3 Beatles, John, George, and Ringo had it, and they couldn't wait to do that one last show. But Paul, he wanted to go on forever.
Joseph Mantino said, "How can you?"
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't know what he
That's
said.
where you finish it now.
Oh, Joseph Mantino said, "How can you tell if a really second edition of Introducing the Beatles, are there any features or does it come down to the matrix numbers?"
On the first issues? Is that what he's asking me?
He said, I
Second.
can tell if you have a really second edition of introducing. He put second, but maybe he means first.
This is a first edition with stereo at the 12 o'clock position and a 628-63 in the dead wax. Audio matrix is in the dead wax also. There's only 20 of these in this condition that exist in the world. This is the real deal. They make counterfeits of this, but this is definitely not a counterfeit. You can tell by that glossy slick, both on the front and the back. You can tell by the printed in the USA. You can tell by this little 1/4 inch at the top and the bottom. They don't have that on the counterfeits. And they don't have stereo on the label and the Beatles above the label like this one does. I've studied this a long time.
He says he has
Kinda
a
get
second
upset.
or so, I've been told. So what would a second edition look like? He's saying he has a second edition, what people are telling him.
So version 2, you have a version 2, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
That has the titles on the back with Please Please Me and Ask Me Why. That's a version 2, where this first one's got Love Me Do and P.S. I Love You on the record. And they got sued by Capitol Records. They had to take it off within a month. All right, I think I handled the introducing the Beatles all I want to handle tonight. I think that is our hour. I hope you enjoyed our. The kids are getting tired. Well, Wednesday, we'll have that big collection I got coming in the next day or two, and it will be amazing. I just can't wait. I've been shocked sometimes when I open these collections a girl put together in 1964, and this will be right up there with my top 5 finds of all time.
We'll see you tomorrow at 11 p.m. Wednesday. 11 p.m. Eastern
We'll be
Standard Time.
into September. Hope you be careful out there. The heat's starting to go away, and enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Thanks a lot.
Have a nice night.
Mm.